We got this cop up in New York, Melissa Mercado. Apparently, she wants to be a video vixen.
You can't say that.
Sir, you can't
Is
say
he
that.
allowed to say
I'll
that?
say it louder. Somebody in her squad, I guess somebody in her squad found her twerking or whatever in a rapper's video, Esquire, and it's not a good reflection on the police department. It's not a good reflection on her unit, and it's definitely not a good reflection on her unit because she's an SVU. I'm not entirely sure Olivia Benson would approve of any of this behavior, but cops are people. At the end of the day, they want to hang their uniform up, put it in their locker, drive home, and have a different life than what it is that they do on the force. Of course, there's going to be a lot of backlash. There's going to be people saying, this is inappropriate. There's going to be people saying, that's a grown woman, let her live her life. And I'm kind of on the fence with this one, if I'm being honest with you. On one hand, she's not wearing a uniform, right? It's not like she's doing this in uniform. We've seen that where cops do things in uniform that are a bad representation of the job that they've been entrusted to do. She's not doing this in a police station, right? She's not doing this on company grounds, on company time. So there's no real issue with her doing this, except for the fact that it got back to her department and they're making it a big deal. It's not like the teacher that was filming adult content on school campus, right? I think there was a husband and wife story a couple of years ago where they were doing something like that. This is not like the flight attendant that got fired because she was twerking, right? These are instances where somebody was either in uniform or on the premises of where they worked, doing things that they weren't supposed to do. But neither of those factors are a case here. This is a grown woman deciding she wants to do some extracurricular activity outside of her work hours, and it just so happens to get back to some people, and they think it's inappropriate. Should she get fired for it? Absolutely not. Is there going to be public backlash? Absolutely there is. There may be somebody that sees her in the video, recognizes her from the video, and because of that, they're going to think just a little less of her authority as a police officer. While it doesn't affect her ability to do her job, she is a police officer and they're kind of held to a higher standard, just like people in the military are, right? And unfortunately, that means that things that you do in your private life, when they become public, it's a bad reflection on the organization. Should it be that way? Probably not. But this is the reality. And I'm telling you as somebody that is a veteran, I was a veteran for 12 years of the military, not of the police force. But still, it's a uniform service. They expect you to represent the uniform, whether you're on duty, off duty, in the uniform, not in the uniform. They expect a certain level of decorum. And because people know that she's an officer, because this has been exposed, and because it got back to her workplace, there could be some backlash and repercussion, even though, like I said, I don't think that there should be. That's just the world we live in. When you sign up for a job, even in the civilian world, they're looking at all of your social media. They want to know what it is that you represent because they don't want that tied back to their company. Part of this is people just wanted to take penitentiary chances, not actual penitentiary chances, but the opportunity to go online, get some notoriety, get famous, and get some money for it, right? There was actually a doctor. I never did this story, but I saw an article about a doctor that quit practicing so she could turn to do adult content. Is Melissa Mercado doing adult content? That's debatable, right? She's a video vixen. She's showing a little bit of skin, but nothing to the extent of what's become normalized in our society. But she's absolutely trying to capitalize off of an opportunity. Is the guy a big rapper? Is she about to blow up from this? She wasn't going to blow up from the music video, but maybe from the attention, right? We don't know if she's going to follow like the other lady from the police department that had the 5 guys lined up that she was cheating on her husband with. That lady ended up quitting, filing a lawsuit, doing adult content. We don't know if it's going to go that far, but she's absolutely getting the attention that she wanted as a video vixen from this blowing up and this situation gaining so much traction. So maybe if she was looking to do a career change or moonlight in the entertainment industry, she's getting the attention that she was looking for. Sometimes you don't know exactly where things on the internet are going to go, how they're going to be received. That's why it's always important to be careful about what it is that you're putting on the internet. You never know who's going to see it, how they're going to react to it. And in this situation, it's in her employer and probably the entirety of New York at this point.
And what's happened is the rise of social media and the rise of online dating and the rise of feminism has taught women that they are not to blame for any poor choices. Every poor choice is glamorized. So if you want to be a sex worker, it's great. If you want to post in bikini pictures online, it's fine. If you want to be in with it, every poor choice is glamorized.
Like the clip says, over time, we've kind of like normalized people doing whatever it is they want to do. They're adults. They should be able to do that. But at some point, we've got to say, hey, enough is enough. This lady has a well-paying career as a police officer. It's a stable job, and she's been in the force since 2018. Like we said, she wants to be an entertainer because we know that profession is going to pay well. It's going to pay if your content hits and you take off, right? You can get paid multiples of what a police officer gets paid. We had Sophie Rain, I think that's her name. She said she made $50 million net making adult content. Everybody wants to gamble and try to get a piece of that pie. That's why you have a career cop that has ass shots and lip filler. You cannot be a productive member of society as a teacher, as a police officer, as a doctor, and you got ass shots and lip filler. That's not normal. What happened to having a stable job, being content with your career, finding somebody to marry, and settling down? What happened to that? It's perfectly okay. And it's not an issue with being a content creator or being an entertainer. You can choose what it is that you want to do with your life. But you've got somebody that is moonlighting in a failing rapper's music video, trying to get it popping as a video vixen in 2025. I hate to see it. And Olivia Benson would not approve. If you like the video, like the video. Subscribe to me back here for the next conversation. If you have thoughts on this police officer trying to be a video vixen, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Till next time. Peace.